Nate Bonsu, Nate, second full contact practice. How'd it go out there today?
It went pretty good, man. We were intense. The defense came kind of flat in the beginning, but we picked it up at the end of the last couple of team periods. So we just got to, like Coach Emery said, we just got to come out here, with an intensity from the get-go. We can't, wade our way in there and then try to get intense later.
It seems more vocal in practice this spring. Is it more physical as well?
It's more everything, anything you could say. Physical, vocal, shouting, anything. Everybody's intense, and that's probably the biggest thing, more intensity. Every coach is intense, from the offense, every position to the defense, and it's really getting us to work, but that's what we need, definitely what we need.
How's your knee? Are you fully recovered from that injury?
I'm finally getting there, man. It took a lot longer than I was hoping, or that anybody was hoping, but I'm just feeling good that I can come out here, my knees, keeping up with me, and I can go and try to make plays so I can get back on the field. That's what I'm excited about.
When were you back to 100% with that knee injury?
Probably probably by the end of the season. I tried to come back before Georgia, and it really wasn't looking at like my knee wasn't recovering as fast as I wanted it to. So, I took my red shirt. It sucked. It definitely sucked, but I definitely needed it in the long run because I wasn't ready. But I'm definitely good now, so I'm just trying to get back on the field more than just anything, just trying to get back on the field, make plays, feel more comfortable, and not worry about my knee. That's all I'm worried about.
You mentioned it was tough sitting out last year. You won a state championship your senior year in high school and then played as a true freshman here. What did you do to kind of cope with not being able to be out there on game day?
I think I just supporting the teammates and learning more. Like, I think I learned, even from the last coaching staff, just like seeing what they're trying to coach. It's a lot easier to see what somebody's trying to coach you when you know how to play. So I learned a lot. I learned how to, be a lot more studious. I still got a lot of ways to go on there. That's like one of my goals, to get in the playbook and watch film a lot more. But that's like a thing I can get a better wide view on that, because as a freshman, you just get on the field, go, you're not worried about anything. But now you can see what you got to go through and try to make the right plays.
Coach Mike Tuiasa-Sopo, what's he like to play for, at least in practice?
He's intense. Him and Coach Canavis McGee, but I think they're great. They're great. They know what they're talking about, and they know what they want to get out of us, and they're going to push us to do it, and that's all we need.
So you have Will Prechek and Curtis Cunningham, two guys that have started every game the last 2 years in front of you. How is that competition at the defensive tackle position shaping up?
I think that's the best competition you can get. You can trust those guys in front of you. I can trust the guys behind me. And like I said, of course, every player that ever plays college football wants to start. But right now, especially with my injury, I'm just trying to get back on the field, feel it, know what I'm supposed to do, and know that my teammates can always trust me when I'm in.
Curtis and Will seem like kind of lead by example types. Are you more of kind of a vocal personality on that defensive line?
Oh no, I'm not so much vocal, but I always everybody knows I'm gonna say something. But I'm kind of like, if I say anything, I'm in the middle, lead by example. I'll say something when something needs to be said. But that's just how I am.
Where are your strengths as a football player right now?
I think definitely the run. If there's anything I need to work on most, it's just on my pass rush, working on edges, dipping and ripping. I really like all my pass rush moves, but I definitely think that's my strong point on the team. That's why I bring the team, is on the run, stopping it.
When you make a mistake out at practice now with these new coaches, you're going to be held accountable.
Oh, yeah.
How are guys responding to that?
I think guys are responding to that. Well, first it's a shock because everything's different. It's a different mentality, it's a different intensity. So it took us a while, to break habits. But I think everybody's getting used to it now. Everybody sees EB on the offense, everybody sees Coach Tui, and everybody and Coach Cabral is still the same old Cabral on the defense. Everybody's honest. You gotta, so we're setting the bar high and gotta reach that. It's like Coach Tui says, there's nothing wrong with trying to reach for perfection. Nobody's ever gonna be perfect, but there ain't nothing wrong with reaching for it.
So you guys have 4 down linemen, or is that just the base? Are you guys gonna change things up?
We're just doing 4 down linemen. From now, that's all we're doing is just base right now.
Do you like that? It gives you more opportunities, right?
Yeah, it definitely gives you more D linemen on the field. But you change it up a little bit, but definitely 4 down linemen.
Thanks, Nate. Appreciate it.
No problem.